What good YouTube back on the video? Oh shit, man. I want to put my bread right here. Oh, I did move it out. Anyways, what good YouTube, man? I'm back on the video, man. And this video is gonna be about me describing my YouTube. I said YouTube. What I'm talking about? Why I left Ascend after 2 days of working there. I'm currently in Florida, and the funny thing is, I probably stated in the last video I just posted how I was gonna drop this video before the video I just dropped, but turns out I didn't. So I'm in Florida right now. I'm finna go home in a second. Yeah, I'm finna go home in a second. So I'm back there, boy. And say I'm gonna get my tripod put you up and be my sleeper right now. I ain't gonna count. We went looking at my, but I'll be back.
Cause I'm hard up in that front and spin that band. Fuck it, we spinning again. If you lucky, bitch, will give you a chance. Can't get that 2 6 some shots, that's so man.
Alright, boy, man, I'm back, man, and what's it called? I'm about to make this video kind of quick. Well, I ain't gonna say it'll be quick, cause I might go in depth with that shit. So I'm going to just rush straight in. More of the story. The reason why I left Ascend after 2 days working there, really, I came inside, I had a full job. Cause I only went through orientation and left right after orientation. I never actually got my own truck and got an actual load in my name. But I'm gonna try to go week by week and day by day. That's exactly how it went. So the first time I hit them up, this all happened within, well, I'm gonna say this 3 weeks prior to me actually starting. First week, I hit the Ascend recruiter hit me up. She called me saying, fuck. She had called me, telling me, said, hey, this is Ascend dedicated, and you know, we see you're interested in this job. Would you still want to go further with the application? I said, cool. She described the whole thing. She said Ascend was a job that just got founded in 2022 in a way. Yeah, I think 2022. She was like, it's a solo job, it's a solo regional job. You're out for 5 days on the road and home for 2. Keep that in mind. She said, you're a solo regional driver, out for 5, home for 2. And she was telling me all the states you go to. No crazy shit. I ain't jumping on that part. And after that, she told me pretty much the type of trucks they got. They got Volvos and got Cascadians, I'm tripping. Freightliners, because that makes it easier. But Freightliners, and I said, all right, bet. So after going through all that shit, she had told me to give her a call back when I'm ready to fully start. I told her I was out for 2 weeks. I wouldn't be available to actually start till another 2 weeks or so. He said, all right, bet. Hit her up the week prior to that, 5 days prior to my start that I'm trying to start, to let her know. So I did exactly that. I hit her up Monday. He said, cool. She gave me all the stuff to do, like the paperwork, the I-9s, all that shit, all the paperwork for my checks and shit. And I said, why the fuck this shit crazy? I was like, cool. So got that shit filled out, and it's currently Friday. The dude called me Friday, and he was like, when am I able to start? I said, yeah, I can start Monday, which is a couple days already. He said, well, can I start Sunday? I said, I mean, fuck it, I guess. So he set my shit as Sunday, for my start day. Sunday, that following Sunday, bro, something's on my eye. Like it's fuck with me. It's gonna piss me off. But he had me start that following Sunday on that following Sunday at 3 o'clock. I said, cool, ooh, that's sweet. Hung up. This is on my last load with rail transport. So I'm literally about to pick up my last load and head home. So I'm alright, bet, got that shit figured, that's cool. So after that shit, I forgot, it was 3 weeks ago, so I kind of forgot what type of trucks, and I want to know if we can pick our own trucks out. So I called lady back, I asked her the same question. She said, I got to call the dude I just got on the phone with, because he will know. So I called his ass. He said, no, we don't pick you. He was like, we have all type of trucks, but you don't pick your truck, because he says it's a slip seat program. That might have been the first red flag, I believe. The first red flag. It's a slip seat program. I said, nigga, what? I said, like, he ain't say all that. And then he was like, yeah, you're gonna be home almost every day or every couple days. You're gonna be home. Second red flag. I'm gonna lose count, so just disregard me. I'm gonna probably say 5, then say 3. So just disregard. More of the story, that's the second red flag. So I'm like, hold on, y'all didn't tell me all this shit. She said, I'm gonna get my own truck. Y'all 5 days for 2, out 5, home for 2. He was like, nah, this job you have is you gonna be on almost every other day. He said you should probably call her to ask her what's going on, maybe get a different job. I said, cool. Did that. She didn't pick up. Called her an hour later. She said, oh, my bad, I didn't know. No, she said, oh. She said some shit like, oh, my bad. Is this a job for you? In my head, I'm like, bitch, oh, my bad. Like, I just left my last job, and you now telling me not a day or two before I'm about to start this job, that I'm in a slip seat program, and even now I'm out. I'm gonna come home every other day. I'm like, what the fuck? Which isn't necessarily a problem, but it's a reason why I wanted to be a regional driver and not a local yet. First, I didn't get my car yet, so I'm about to keep Ubering and lifting back and forth to work. Who the fuck is trying to do that shit? That's why I'm about to do it one day out the week, or technically two. But so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I said I'll thug it out. I ain't tripping. So fast forward Sunday, I pull up. You feel me? And I'm gonna start talking fast, so excuse me. I pull up Sunday to the damn job. The dude told me it's the orientation and then you have training. So he said Sunday is orientation or orientational training. Come in if you want to bring some snacks. I'm burping, but come in if you want to bring some snacks, you can. He said bring some snacks like that. So I came in Sunday. I got to the front desk. The lady told me sit in this office for a bit, or my trainer is gone. I mean, not gone. My trainer's out. He's getting lunch. He'll be back in like 10 minutes. Third red flag. I think that's the third red flag. Fuck it. I'm like, trainer, huh? I'm like, what the fuck? I thought about having an instructor or something for orientation. So after that shit, she basically come back and say he's ready. I go to the front with her, and it's an old dude, old black guy. He's pretty chill. He tell me we basically introduce ourselves to each other. Cool, whatever. After that shit, he like, yeah, man. He like, you got everything you need? I said, yeah. I mean, what I'm supposed to need? He was like, yeah. He said, you got a charger, food, snacks, shoes, gloves. I'm like, I mean, nah, why? And he was like, yeah, we got a load. We're gonna be on the road. We're gonna come back tomorrow. We're going to North Carolina. I said, nigga, what? I was like, what do you mean a load? I didn't even get tall and have a load. And he was like, oh, I guess that makes sense. He was like, yeah, I didn't know you even come today because you didn't even approve of the load. So it's his dumb ass. He did some dumb shit. I ain't gonna say he's a dumbass for it, but I feel like if you being a trainer, you're a dumbass. It's my opinion. So they sent me a load, but I didn't get it. They texted me like a text message saying the load who I was with, and I was supposed to I guess text back to basically say to confirm it. But I never text back because I never got the load. I never got that text. The only thing I've gotten was orientational training Sunday at 3 o'clock, but there was actually more information they texted, but it didn't all go through. So he was like, yeah, he was waiting for a text back, so he didn't bother to text me back or text me what to bring. In my head, like, nigga, what? I'm like, bro, if you're a trainer, even if someone don't text back, why don't you think to call and make sure? Why, it's fucking blockhead. I mean, I was like, bro, you should just call me and be like, hey, did you get that text for the load? You feel me? And if I would have said yes or no, you could have, basically known after that. But instead, not hit me up at all. Now I'm sitting here with no charger. And I figured to the rest of it. But I got no charger, no food, no blanket, no nothing. Just my backpack and a happy smile. So I'm like, all right, bet, fuck it. I guess I just have to thug it out. Get to the truck. So we basically talking about the whole situation with this job. Nah, he was basically like, it's a pretty decent job. It's a fairly decent job. He said the freight is getting kind of low now, but he said, on average, they still average more or, better income than most other companies. I said, cool, whatever. So, more story, we basically doing around, checking the truck out, doing a simple pre-trip. And after that, we get on the road. But before we about to pull off, I realized something. That heavy duty Glock 22 was in my bag. That Gen 5 was in my bag. I said, hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I said, I forgot. Now, it wasn't on purpose. I didn't bring it on purpose. It was already in my book bag. It wasn't in my book bag. It was in my designer bag. But my designer bag was in my book bag. So I was like, hey, I forgot. My gun's on me. He looked at me like I was finna shoot his ass. He told me so. Like I was finna puff the Glock and shoot his ass. I'm like, damn, calm down, nigga. I ain't gonna kill you. So he was like, it's fine. This company ain't got no restriction to his guns. And I said, fuck the company. We talking about the states. I don't know which states have restrictions to a company. I don't know what Georgia does. Well, Georgia don't have it. But I don't know what North Carolina does. I don't know what South Carolina does. I don't know. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So more stuff, we head out. So this is another thing I didn't like. My trainer. No, I didn't like him per se, but the shit he did. He was a cool dude. We talked have fun, laugh at, but he was doing shit that I didn't feel comfortable. That's like driving wise. The driving skills was terrible. And he was telling me a story about how he was used to be an owner operator too. He flipped his truck because someone cut him off and brake checked him. But my head, I'm like, cool, and I would listen to him, and I realized after that, I started paying attention to his driving. This nigga was going 65. Keep that in mind. 65 in a 45. So I'm looking like, nigga, you going 65 in a 45. Bro, I don't even go that speed in my fucking personal vehicle. The most I might go is 55 in a 45. You going 65 in a 45 with a semi. I'm like, bro, it's not a load you can have that's that serious to making the time. You gotta go this fast. So, you know, I'm looking like, yo, this nigga tripping. Not only that, it's two black guys in a semi truck with a fucking loaded gun. I'm like, how else can this go out? Luckily, we get put over. But still, like, in any situation, like, imagine how that would have turned out if we did. Boy, you know, I made Fox 5 that damn day. So, after that shit, you know, I'm gonna just fast forward. You know, he told me about the job and shit, and then this day 2 come around. So we worked from Sunday to Monday morning. We took a break. Basically, I went home. You know, I ain't gonna take a shower because I woke up that damn day, and then we didn't come back until Monday morning. So I went home, took a shower, got my stuff, got some food, got some snacks, all that. Came back at 3. We got back to the the terminal at I think 9. Came back around 3, and then we got back. We left back out. This time he drove most of it, and I drove the rest. No, actually I lied. I drove the rest. I drove the whole time. So I drove this Monday to Tuesday. So I drove, and he's saying he realized I'm a safe driver. He realized that, I don't do anything stupid. I told him, he was surprised. I said, look, I don't do anything crazy. I said, I'm not, I drive safe. He said, I can already see. And, another thing he was also doing, he one of them drivers that you'll see on the highway that be tailgating the fuck out you. When I mean tailgating, I mean like, this your car and this his ass. He can kiss you pretty much. Like, this one dude, it's to the point I had to get him in my seat, man. He would go tap the truck. I forgot what interstate he was on. I'm looking like, my head was like, bro, why you have to get so close to the cars? Like, just slow down, wait till you can merge over. Like, what the fuck? So, but besides that, so we get to the first drop off, and he started saying some shit that was like, bro, I only wanted to kind of like shut the fuck up, because he was kind of complaining about how fast I was going, but he wasn't doing it directly. He was like, because we was reaching the North Carolina border to go into North Carolina. And he kept saying, South Carolina. And he kept saying, I said, because he kept bringing up how the border will be popping around the corner soon. And I after he said that, 10, 20 minutes later, nigga, ain't no damn border popped up nowhere. So, I was like, yeah, man. I said, where the border at? I was like, I wasn't saying it regular. I was like, I said, when the border pop up? He was like, shit, I don't know. He was like, if it was me, we would have been in South Carolina. I look like, okay, I guess. The speed limit is 55, I'm going like 56, 57. Yeah, that's not fast, but for a truck, you can't go too crazy, pull over the ticket fat as hell. So I'm going like 57 and 55. Sometimes I go 60, depending on the predicament, if you're going like a downhill grade, something like that. But, he started kept repeating it. He like, yeah, man, he said, I would have been in North Carolina. He kept starting saying that shit all the time. I'm like, all right, but we fucking get it. We get it. Need for speed. You would have got there. Like, no one gives a fuck. Like, you just be quiet, let me get there so we can get there, because I'm going to get there safe. You going to get there, and one of us might have a fucking heart attack. So, more of the story, we get there, and it's probably like more of never mind. But we get there, do the first load, we leave. I'm going to fast forward, because the ending part is why we're going to hear how they got me fucked up. We come back home. This will come back to the terminal. This is my last training. He ain't pissed me off, but he was kind of irritating me, because we're completely empty. For some odd reason, this nigga has his J brakes on, like he's back in the old days when you got a manual Peterbilt. You feel me? And having a J brake on, shifting and shit. So we're constantly, he's shifting, we're empty, we're constantly just like, especially me, I'm jerking like this in the damn truck, because J brake is it's like helping the engine slow down. On top of you pressing the brake, that's gonna make you slow down even more faster. So I'm like, the fuck is you doing? Turn the damn J brake off so I can stop jerking like bologna meat in this bitch. But more of the story, we get home, I said my bye, cool. So, shit, it's Wednesday now, and I realized I left my Beats. So I left my Beats, and I was trying to find them bitches. I realized that I think I did leave them in the truck, which I did. I called him, he finally got his shit down. Anyways, No, I call them. I received a load for my first load by myself, but when I received it, I read it. I was like, cool, whatever. Don't you know, not hard. And I seen someone's name under it, so I'm thinking, oh shit, I gotta because originally we supposed to have 2 days of training for snacks and 2 days, or technically it supposed to be Sunday, Monday for bread, and then Monday, Tuesday for snacks. But they didn't have no snack trainers, so I'm thinking, oh, they found me a snack person. Cool, whatever. I called a dude who trained me. I was like, yeah, man, after I left my beats on the truck, you mind checking it for me? He was like, oh yeah. He said, I'll check in the morning. He said, I'll check on the second. He checked it and he found them. He said, okay, he said, can you come tomorrow? Come out of help for the load. I went back to tomorrow morning. I said, cool, whatever. I'll see you in the morning. And before I got the phone with him, I was like, yeah, man, this load, I said he got me a trainer for this next load though. He said, trainer? He said, you done with trainer? I said, what you mean? I said, he said, yeah, you're done with trainer. So I said, who is this? I've got his name, Billy Bob, John, who the fuck it was. And he was like, oh, he said, bro, your team driving. I said, I laughed at him, casually. I was like, team driving? I was like, bro, what are you talking about? I said, I didn't apply for a team job position. He was like, yeah. He said, yeah, you on a team job position, and that's what you was trained for. That's why you, like, that's how it is. That's why you're a Step C program. I'm thinking you just get a load coming the next day. But he was like, yeah, he said a team driving job, you know, as a slip seat, so you get random people on any day. People you driving with, you sleeping with. So that's who you're sleeping with, but you know, as I'm driving, other dudes sleeping or chilling, and as he's doing it, vice versa. So I'm looking like, oh hell no. Instantly told him, I appreciate it, bro. I'm gonna call them boys. So I called the dispatcher. I said, hey man, and it was a lady. I said, hey, I didn't apply for this team driving job. I didn't know what I was doing. I said, that's not what I applied for. And she said, oh, well, you're gonna do it here. Man, I'm easy now. So I was like, man, I'm not doing that. I said, but what I will do is, I said, I'll give you a call back, but I'm gonna call my recruiter and tell us I'll apply for it. I'm getting a different job, and I'll give you a call back. She said, cool. She was like, cool, just give me a call back because in order to take off this load. I said, ma'am, go ahead and take me off the load. I'm not going to do that load. So you might go ahead and just take me off. I appreciate it though. And hung up the phone. Called the recruiter. She didn't pick up. So I called the other nigga. The nigga who had basically told the job about me in the beginning while I told about it being a Step C program. He said, yeah, that's the job you applied for. That's the only job available. And I said, yeah, man. I like, look, oh shit, I've got to describe one part. Okay, now I'm gonna mix everything up. So I said, yeah, man. I said, but I didn't apply for none of this shit. So I'm gonna pause right here. I'm gonna describe this in like 2 minutes. So this is the part I forgot to tell y'all. In the beginning, when I was first starting my trainer, I'm sorry I forgot to tell this shit. The whole time, mind you, I put working for a SIN dedicated. They're a merged company with DTS, or a SIN bought them out. Now, my trainer told me I do not work for a SIN at all. A SIN hired me for a DTS. So the lady I spoke to, the SIN recruiter who said, hey, this is SIN dedicated, she was never a SIN recruiter. She was a DTS recruiter. So not only that, I'm working in this company that's a whole different company that I applied for called DTS. That's like the trucks are dirty and shit. You feel me? I'm like, what? So now I'm gonna get back to the other point. So I'm gonna play it back. So now I'm hitting him like, yeah, man. I said first, I didn't even apply for a DTS. I applied for a SIN. I don't know why the fuck I'm at a whole different company that I applied for. Then I never applied for a team driving job, nor did I apply for a Slip C program. I said, when I would describe the job, I was working for a SIN dedicated, out for 5 days, home for 2, and it was touch free. I said, I don't know what the fuck I got going on now. And he was like, yeah, man. He said, we're going to tell you. He said, we don't have any jobs. And he's actually a SIN recruiter. He said, we don't have any open jobs for you. He said he apologized. So he was like, I don't want to tell you. I'm looking like, apologize? Nigga, what? So, you know, I got on the phone with him. And I'm looking like, bro, in my head, I'm like, I get it. I know most companies will lie to you. But usually they don't lie about your job title or job description. Usually lie about how much miles you're going to get and the pay you're going to get. He's like, you know, they'll be like, oh, you're going to get 3,000 miles a week. And then you come in there making 1,500 miles. That's normal. But lying about the whole job and the whole who I'm working for, yeah, fuck that. You know, that I didn't fuck with that shit. But more of the story, that is the whole video. You know, if y'all got any questions, Well, I will say this before I end it off. Speaking of that, I can't directly say Ascend is a bad company because I never actually worked for the company. But since they are the ones who hired me or how you want to do it for DTS, I can't say Ascend for right now for the most part. That whole company, Ascend, DTS, they are very unorganized. Even my trainer said they're an unorganized company. I wouldn't recommend even wasting your time with that company. And if you do hit them up, make sure, there's no shame to the company, but make sure you're direct with the recruiter. You're working for Ascend and not DTS. Because trust me, they will fuck you over like that. So with that being said, you know, as long as you do that, I don't have too much on Ascend. I know DTS was fucking terrible. Their scores are terrible. The whole company is fucking garbage. Well, I don't say they're garbage. I'm sorry. But they're not a good company in my opinion. But Ascend, yes, I didn't work under a truck or work under them, so all I can say is, you know, I can't say too much. All I can say is, you know, so far they fucked me over. I'm gonna just say that they fucked me over. They just gave me a whole different job than even what I asked for. But more of the story, that's all for the video. I got any more questions on Ascend, I can ask a few more questions like pay, how much you do, all that shit. I know all that stuff, even mile wise. Just give me you can either DM me on my IG. My IG is the same thing as my username. I'm at my IG. My IG is the same as my YouTube name, so it's kind of like easy to search my YouTube name up on IG. You'll see me with my pretty face in there, so you'll see me. Other than that, hope I like the video, like, subscribe, and shit. We out.
Lil' Russ in this bitch, but I got big drip. I can pay a load to my little brother just to hit a nigga. Best believe he got you down. It ain't shit to bring the case in fucking town. It ain't shit to call a J and bring a fucking pound. Need an ounce in the club, throwing ones. I like the way she bounce. Every time I caught from the plug, I caught the big amount.